In our culture, we tend to focus on our mornings. We tend to think that we need to set ourselves up with a powerful morning ritual, and that's how you succeed in the day. There are books written on miracle mornings, many podcasts that I listen to. The interviewers will often ask the guest, what is your morning ritual? How do you start the day? And what do you do to set yourself up to succeed that day or to get done the big thing? And while I think there is value in that, I think it's much more important to focus on what you do to shut yourself down for the night. Because as someone who deals with a very active mind, someone that deals with depression, someone that deals with high sensitivity and introversion, which means my brain is spinning a lot and it's very creative and it's usually creating negative stories, for someone like me, and possibly someone like you, having a nurturing structure or scaffolding at night is really essential, because if you don't have that, you're going to have quite a few hours where you're sitting and spinning. And what I used to do in the past, and what I know a lot of people are still doing to this day, is plopping themselves down in front of the TV or in front of social media and just consuming. If you're watching the TV, it's probably either mindless entertainment or something really negative. A lot of the shows on later at night tend to have a negative bent to them. If you're watching the news, it's clearly going to have a negative bent. It's designed that way. It's designed to get you to react. And this has negative consequences. It's not just that we're watching something negative and maybe we feel bad, but there are parts of our brain that are taking that information in and creating a model of the world in here that we then inhabit. So our brain is constantly mapping or modeling the world based on the information that's coming in, which is then compared to the information that's already in that model. Your brain actually has a three-dimensional neural model of the world, and your consciousness is essentially different neural networks lighting up in that model, and what you think of as the world that you see is actually the world inside of your head. You're seeing what's inside of your head when you look out at the world. Strange, I know, but it happens. So, back to my point. If you have struggle in your life, if you have a really active mind, if you're depressed, if you're stressed, sitting down in front of negative media designed to hijack your emotions, or sitting down in front of social media, which really encourages comparison. Is this person fitter than me? Are they prettier than me? Did they go on a better vacation than me? Do they have a nicer car than me? Does their dog do cuter tricks than me? Does their parrot speak more languages than I do? This tends to make many people feel like they're somehow left out. Like, I don't want to miss what's happening, but the longer I tune in to what's happening, the more I feel like it's happening out there and not here. So this fear of missing out, or FOMO, tends to make us feel as if we are left out, because at some point we turn the computer off, turn the TV off, and what we're left with is the feeling of, here I am all alone, and the world is happening somewhere else. So, setting yourself up for a nurturing evening rather than a powerful evening helps to set you up for a powerful morning. We don't want to have a powerful evening. We want to come down. We want to slowly and gradually reduce our consciousness, reduce our stimulation, reduce our engagement. And mindless consumption of media or social media is not going to do that for you. It's going to have the opposite effect. And the end result is you're left feeling kind of meaningless. So what I recommend is music, some reading, and not reading from a screen, but reading from an actual book that's not blasting light directly into your eyes. Doing something that is slightly cognitively demanding, but not excessively so. So if you can read something, don't read things that are complex. Listen to some relaxing music, and maybe engage yourself in some kind of meaningful activity, something that helps you move your life forward a little bit, but something that's not very serious. It's not a huge project. It's just a small, mundane project. And maybe do so to some relaxing music, and then slowly just calm down, maybe get into bed, maybe read a little bit more, and then allow yourself to go to sleep. This is not easy for someone who has an active mind. I know. And a lot of people that I work with have a similar experience. So I'm not going to tell you that you're going to be able to do it immediately. That's why you've got to start the practice. You have to be intentional. It's almost like you have a to-night list rather than a to-do list. These are the things I'm going to do. Ooh, there it is. First thing, put on some relaxing music. Okay, check. Next thing, maybe pick some things up and gently move them around, put them away, organize them. Check. Next thing, maybe listen to an audiobook or read a book. Listening might be better because you can keep your eyes closed. You're not having more stimulus coming in. And just gently, slowly get yourself to come down and then allow yourself to get into bed. Allow yourself to end the day. That's not easy. But if you practice and if you create this structure, you'll get better at it. And then the chances of you having a good morning, an effective morning, and feeling like your life has value, those chances are going to increase. Going to bed feeling like the world sucks because you just watched 2 hours of news, or going to bed feeling like your life has no purpose, that you're not a part of anything significant because you spent a few hours on social media, it's not going to set you up for a good morning. And it's not a matter of how tired you are. It's a matter of how you feel about yourself and the world. That's really what it comes down to. So, if you're struggling with your mornings or your days, let's take a look at your evenings. What are you doing to set yourself up for a powerful morning by creating a nurturing evening ritual? Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'll see you soon.